Welcome to another iCube example solve video. In this video, I'm going to be doing an example solve for the intermediate CFOP method. So I taught that you can, for the first two layers, you can either use the beginner method or advanced. Unfortunately, with cross and F2L, there's no intermediate way, so you pretty much just have to do beginner or advanced. So if you're still using beginner method for the first two layers, I will link in the beginner method example solve where I solve the first two layers that way. But if you are learning the full intermediate method and you're doing advanced cross and advanced F2L, that's what I'll be doing in this video. And then after solving the first two layers, we'll be doing 2-look OLL and 2-look PLL. So first, if you don't know how to scramble the cube, the next video I'm actually going to be making is how to scramble the cube. So you can reference that if you don't know how, and I'll link that in this video. So this is the scramble that we'll be doing. Okay, so I'm just gonna check to make sure I did the scramble right. Okay. So the first thing I'm noticing here, I'm planning out my cross. So I'm seeing that we have orange and blue are kind of connected here. So if we inserted orange, we could insert blue next, but green is sideways up here, so I actually am going to do a U prime first, so that orange and green are kind of connected. We'll insert green in the back, then on the way to inserting orange, we'll bring the blue back to insert blue, and that will push the red up into the top. So once we align our cross, then we can insert red. So now I'm going to do that to show you what I was explaining. So do a U prime so that these are connected. Insert green in the back. Start to insert orange. U prime to set up blue. I'm going to insert orange and then blue, which put the red up here. So now I'm going to align the cross so that these three are in place just because red is connected. And now we can just insert red for the last one. So there's our advanced cross. Now we'll be moving to step 2, which is F2L. So the first pair I'm noticing is right here, this orange and green pair right in the top, and their slot is in the back here. So what I'm going to do is protect the corner, because they're opposite colors, I'm going to do a U so that when I restore the corner, they're set up as a 3 mover. And because this is the first pair, I'm going to rotate to the back to insert them there. So now we can see more of the slots. So that's our first pair in the back. And the next thing I noticed was we have the blue orange white corner. So the edge is right here. So what we're going to do is protect the corner, which lifts that into the top. Then I'm going to do a U prime, restore the corner. So now these are set up for a 3 mover. So again, I'm going to rotate so that orange and blue is in the back, and then insert those in the back. Next thing I'm seeing is in the top we have the green-red white pair. And since this is a free space here, I'm going to protect the corner and do a U to split those two up. So now we can, since they have matching colors, I'm going to pair them up. So I'm going to use their slot right here, this free space, to protect the corner. Do a U2, restore the corner, and now they're ready to be inserted into this slot. So there's our third pair, and then as you can see right here is our last pair. So this is the blue-red. So what I'm going to do is protect this corner, and then that lifts this into the top. So move it right next to where the corner was, so when you restore the corner, they're paired up like normal. So then you can insert that pair, and that finishes advanced cross and advanced F2L. So now we're moving on to step 4. So this is, we don't have a yellow cross, so we have the line case. So this is just the regular moves. Now we have our cross first try. Now this is the IC2 with the iguana eyes. So this is OLL 24. And so now we can solve OLL 24. So So now we have done 2-look OLO, and now we move on to 2-look PLO. So now we want to fix corners. So right here we have tail lights, and the corners are not good yet, so you want to face tail lights to where they're facing up and do the moves to solve that case. And in case you don't remember, that was an A-perm to solve corners. So now we have all of our corners good, we have a solid back right here, and we want the edges. Let's see, if you look on this right side, this orange does not go here, so that means you want it to rotate counterclockwise, which is a U A-perm. So now to finish off the last step, we can do the U A-perm, and that completes the example solve for the intermediate method. So that is all for this example solve for the intermediate CFOP method, where we do advanced cross and advanced F2L, then 2-look OLO and 2-look PLO to solve the cube. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.